LeBron led the Cavs past the Pacers. Game dose, recorded 46 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Series is tied. The lovely Bill Wolf, what do you have for us today?
Here's a hot take out of that game, Michelle Beadle. Last night's Cleveland win should give Cavs fans more concern, not less. Chew on that, Michelle.
I would actually say this is an accurate statement. I don't think it's that inflammatory at all. Look, if you're a Cavs fan, you're obviously very excited for the win. You should be. W's a W. But there are a lot of things left in that game that make you wonder,
how is
this going to play out? I'm not doing Flames anymore.
Here's why.
Got rid of Flames.
Here's why.
We focus grouped it. They didn't like it.
Here's why. Because championship teams win that game last night by 30. Championship teams come out after losing game 1 at home, and they establish, no. Yes, that was cute. You guys came in here and won game 1, but we're going to dominate you and reassert our dominance in this series. They did not do that last night. They needed an all-time great performance by LeBron James just to hold on by the skin of their teeth.
I think covering Michael Jordan so very close as you have while he played, I think that distorts your view of things like this, and rightfully so. Are the Cavs a championship team?
They're not. I mean, 2 years ago they won the championship.
Correct.
Almost none of these guys were on.
So they need LeBron to play like this in order to advance and survive.
Fair enough. Let's go to Houston because the Rockets had a blowout win last night. Chris Paul had that sensational finger roll. But the storyline here is that Karl-Anthony Towns had single digits again. He scored just 13 points in the 2 games in this series. You knew there was going to be a hot take coming on this one. Bill Wolf, what is it?
Here it is, Greeny. The hot take is that Karl-Anthony Towns cannot be considered an elite big yet. Chew on that, Mike Greenberg.
I don't like it. I don't like that at all. Look, these are 2 bad nights. But at the end of the day, we have seen too much from this guy to just discount it completely. I understand it's his first time in the playoffs, but maybe you could phrase that a little differently. It's his first time in the playoffs. Let him get to it. Clint Capella's a good player. Now, look, he's got to figure this thing out, and I believe he will. I think he is a genuinely great player, a budding superstar in the sport. I'm not writing him off.
Well, I'm one of the people who make sure that I'm really patient about throwing out certain terms, like superstar. There are probably 10 or 12 in the NBA currently, in my opinion. So to me, that's the elite category. He was not in that category coming into this year's playoffs. How you perform in the playoffs catapults you into that category, like Anthony Davis has consistently done. So I understand the take. He must play better, but he's an all-NBA caliber player. He has yet to put himself in that category.
I'm trying to write down 12 names of players. By the end of the show, I'm going to see if I can find 12 people I'd rather have in the league than him. I don't think you can do it.
Well, but any position.
Correct. That's different. Who I would rather have versus who are better at what they do.
Right. That's fair. All right, Jazz. Stealing one on the road. Defeating the Thunder 102-95. That series tied up. Donovan Mitchell. Now, again, first time in the playoffs for him, too, but he's having an A. 28.6 rebounds, 2 assists, passing Michael Jordan for most points by a rookie guard in his first 2 playoff games in the last 5 years. Bill?
Yes?
Talk to me.
Here is the hot take. Donovan Mitchell is demonstrating that NBA awards should include the postseason. What say you, Jalen Rose?
First and foremost, as an apology to Donovan Mitchell, I'm repping your Rookie of the Year socks because I didn't vote for you because there's a gentleman named Ben Simmons that's really good at basketball, but I had to represent. Here's the thing about postseason awards I want to teach everybody. It's a reward for what you did during the regular season, okay? There was actually a time I woke up twice in my life on a Monday, and I was the best player in the world. You know why? I won Eastern Conference Player of the Week in a league that had Michael Jordan. In a league, no, Michael Jordan was retired. In a league that had Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James, okay? You don't give you give Player of the Week, Player of the Month.
Okay.
The MVP, All-Star, all of these things come with the regular season.
You know why I don't like it?
Why?
Because that doesn't take into account the postseason. The only award given in the postseason is if you make it to the finals and you're MVP of that. So what do we do with this chunk of time, this 2-month period, if you just show up?
There are postseason awards. It's just the media ignores them. Let me tell you one.
But they're not the same.
I'm going to tell you a couple of postseason awards. conference championship
Well,
is a postseason award.
No,
That's
let
not
me
an
tell you why.
award.
Finals MVP
Let me tell you.
Yeah,
is the
Finals
postseason
MVP.
award.
Let me tell you why this is a ridiculous hot take to have today. Because through the whole history of the sport, there have been far better examples of players who have done things in the postseason that would make you say, well, if we'd known that, he would have been the player of the year or the coach of the year than this. He's had 2 good games so far, and that's all that he's had. So I'm not changing the rule based on 55 points from Donovan Mitchell when Michael Jordan led his teams to championships 6 times and he wasn't the MVP of the league half of those seasons. There have been far better reasons. If we were going to change this rule, we would have done it a long time ago, not because this kid, who is terrific, has had 2 good games.
You give
I don't
all
like
of
changing
these
it.
awards these awards as a nod to what's happening during the regular season. At the end of the year, what were we doing with LeBron James? He played 82 games. It's a salute to the people
I think it's
throughout
worth
the
the
journey.
conversation.
All right, now I don't. It's a terrible hot take. All right, are you seeing this? I hope so.